So before we start, I just want to get a quick confirmation from everyone if everybody can see my screen and hear me. Okay, cool. Thank you. And also, just wanted to let everybody know that we have one of our current students with among us, and at the end of it, at the end of the demonstration, we will have, she will also be sharing her experience and what she has gained from attending this program. Okay, so let's get started. So basically, this program that we have launched, this is a fairly recent program, and we have launched it keeping in mind the students who have gone through the QA training or the manual testing training or the automation testing training, but do not have the required, real-time experience. So if you are a person who has, who wants to get started in the QA career and you have completed your course and you're looking for an exposure where you can gain the real-time hands-on experience, then this is the program for you. Okay, so basically the structure of, I will talk about the structure of this program. The most important thing is that this is not a training course. We will not be teaching training concepts and testing concepts. What is a software testing life cycle, or what is what are the types of testing, or what is a smoke testing and all. So those things will not be taught here. That's why we say that it's always advisable that you have completed your training course or you have some background knowledge in software testing or in manual testing or automation testing before you join this program. So basically here in this program you will be working on real-time projects, and there would be a team lead or a mentor kind of a thing which will guide you. These mentors or these team leads have a very good technical experience or testing experience. They have they have around 10 years of testing experience. So in that sense they are pretty much the experts in this field, and you would be getting support from them during the course of your project. Then you will also be able to add this experience on your resume. You can showcase it as the most recent experience, and it's basically to help you build real resumes, and not kind of add anything that is which is not true. Okay, so that is one of the important things. Then in this program we will also be doing face-to-face interviews, as in practice interviews or mock interviews, along with resume preparation to help you prepare for real interviews with different companies or with different clients. And now we'll come to the specifics. So as I said, you'll be working on a real-time environment, on a real-time application to gain your first-hand experience. The work duration is typically 6 to 8 hours per day from Monday to Friday. So the tasks that will be assigned, it will take this much time for you to complete. Now there are some people who are who are very quick in what they do, and if you think that you can do it, and if you're working full-time and you think you can complete the task in the remaining 2 or 3 hours of your day or 4 hours of your day, then you can still go ahead with this program. Like the 6 to 8 hours is not something which is what do you call it? It's not something that you have to put in 6 to 8 hours. If you're able to complete your task in 4 hours, well and good, and you can still go ahead in this proceed in this project. So then we come to the work plan. So basically these projects that are that you will be working on, these are end-to-end applications. So you will be working on everything from front-end to web services testing to back-end testing to ETL testing. You'll also be doing some SQL queries and all that. So those things are there. Then there will be daily status meetings or daily review meetings, or we can also say that it can be a regular review meeting, and these are the three things that will be discussed in the meetings: the tasks that you have completed for the completed the day before, the tasks for the current day, and if there were any showstoppers in the which are holding you back from progressing in the project. Okay, so these are the three things that will be discussed in the review meetings. And the work that you do for on any particular day, you will be submitting it to the QA expert or the QA lead or the mentor that is assigned to you, and they will review the work offline, and they will provide they will provide the comments to you. Okay, so those things are there. Then you would also be having regular meetings with developers. Now these developer meetings are very important because the developers will have discuss about the defect reports, or what are the major and the important bugs that they have fixed after you have raised those bugs in the reporting tools. And they will also help you to understand the application architecture, how the application is built, and what are the major functionalities of the application, what technology this application is built on, and all those things. And as I said earlier, you will be able to add this experience in your resume, and at the end of the course we will be doing individual resume reviews. And along with the resume reviews, there will be individual mock interviews as well. And along with individual mock interviews, there will also be peer reviews, peer presentations or peer reviews, because we want to kind of build an environment or where you can learn and you can share your knowledge as well. So because of that, we have put in the peer reviews and the peer presentation part as well. So as I said, you will be doing one-on-one or group interviews. These interviews can be face-to-face or Skype interviews. We have included Skype interviews basically because most of the requirements these days, most of the interviewers these days, they do not want a particular candidate to fly from one city to another city. Instead they prefer to connect virtually on Skype and conduct the interview. So to give you practice on that, we have included the Skype interviews as well. And at the end of each interview or the group discussion or the peer reviews, as I said, feedbacks will be shared at the end of the entire session. Then we come to the work contract, which I want to mention that since if you join this program with us, you need not sign any work contract. The only thing that you may need to sign is a confidentiality agreement, which would ensure that the information that is being shared with you regarding the projects, regarding the Thumb projects, that are not being disclosed outside the team. Okay. And the most important thing that the most important question that we get is about job placements. For job placements, we do not. We want to encourage resume marketing from both ends, from our side as well as from your side, from the candidate's side, because we as a company, we may not get we may not get too many requirements from the clients. So as and when we get requirements from the clients, and if your resume fits for that job description, we would definitely go ahead and market your resume. At the same time, we are encouraging all the candidates to go for their resume marketing themselves also. So these are the things about the program plan, and I would hand over to Swati from here. Swati will talk about about how we are going to progress in this program. Over to you, Swati.
Thank you, Snigdha. Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. As Snigdha explained, this is a very, very new and unique initiative that Thumb Technologies has come out with. Having been a leader of the training industry for the last few years, we understand the practical problems that our students face. Now, how many times have you heard a situation where a lot of the students, many of your friends or our colleagues or family members, whoever have taken the QA courses or any other equivalent courses, struggle to find a job? And because of the market pressure, because of the peer pressure, and because of getting, advice that is not necessarily positive, they all tend to come under pressure and show 5 or 6 years of experience or show experience on various technologies that they don't normally have. So this being the situation, there's a lot of fake resumes in the market, and we all know it. And despite the fake experiences on the resume, people struggle to find a job, and it's very demoralizing, definitely. And we kind of feel like, as an overall job search approach, we kind of tend to feel that, things are not going in the way that it should. This is a program that is exactly designed to cater to that particular situation. So let's say you're trying to apply for a QA job. What are the skills that you must have? Of course, the QA functional knowledge, in-depth functional knowledge, back-end testing, because these days applications are, three-tiered, full-length, end-to-end systems, and you definitely need to have a little bit of hands-on experience on the back-end testing. The Unix systems, Linux and Unix system accessing, shell scripting, understanding how the logs are there, so tailing the logs, all of these. Web services, ETL testing. So all of these are kind of becoming prerequisites and are no longer specializations. So when you are trying to apply for a QA job, how do you make sure that you fit into all of these areas, and how do you make sure that you write a resume that differentiate you from the others who are, faking that they have all this experience? So that is where this program comes in. We are providing a real-time environment where you all can become a part of your individual teams, and you can work under the supervision of a mentor, as Snigdha has mentioned. So you will be assigned daily tasks, and of course you also have the option to choose the pace, to be able to advise the mentor on what should the next action be. So for all intents and purposes, you will be a part of the internship program where you will get to function as you would in a real-time work environment. So this is to avoid all the fake experience that you will be forced to put in your resume if not for actually working on them. And this is the real verifiable, expertise that you'll gain by being a part of this internship. So let me quickly show you how we conduct our work, what are the applications that we use, and how do we conduct our business as a whole. Now we have different applications that are part of this program. The one that I'm going to show you is Money to Anywhere. So this belongs to the genre of the websites or the services that that engage in the wire transfer of money internationally. So this application is similar to that. So this is a project that we have as part of the program, and these applications are, as you can see, these are full-length applications. So you can actually register as a user, engage in register for a particular bank account. You can engage in transferring money across the globe. So this is pretty much similar to all the Money to India and everything that you see. So as you can see, so there are different services, different branches, and different options, different things that you can do from here. The front end itself has another layer, which is the administrative layer. Now this is intended for the bank users, because let's say if they open a new branch every time and they have to get in touch with the database administrator to have that information included, it is counterproductive, waste of a lot of time, and a lot of unnecessary reliance on a technical group. So to solve that, we also have an admin panel. So from the admin panel, you will be able to create a new administrator. You can manage your users, you can activate them, deactivate them, change their properties, you can transfer funds, you can actually manage the banks, add banks, manage the exchange rate. So you can do all of those things. Now the reason why I'm showing you all of this is not because to make you knowledgeable about the application. No, what I'm trying to showcase here is to show you the extent of depth of these applications. So these applications are not just few HTML pages where you just give you the page and try to make your own assumptions. No, that's not how it works. We have concretely built end-to-end solutions. And the middle layer of this is installed on a Linux machine, and because of some technical limitations I will not be able to show you that, but I can show you the database. So this is our backend. To show that the front end and back end integrate seamlessly, I want to perform a very small operation like change the Indian currency. This is something that I do often, so I'm just going to reflect, I'm going to change one more time. And I want to show you how this reflects on our front end. So the currency rate is 100, but as soon as I refresh, it's going to show you the data that we have currently manipulated in the database. So this database, again, in the real-time project work, we use a tool called Toad. but that is similar to this tool. Toad lets you connect with your database. You can write your SQL queries. You can browse through the data like I am doing right now. You can write your SQL queries. You can begin at your own level of expertise. So if you are an expert user, you can just start typing your SQL queries. Or if you are new, you can just, leverage the options that this tool provides, and you can actually, customize your queries, make sure that, you're getting enough practice and all that. And when we are including these aspects for our testing, we make sure that we follow, right now the currency change is reflecting in the currency table. It's also reflecting in the scroll bar that you're seeing, and it is also supposed to reflect when you are supposed to make a transfer or receive money and all that. So when we actually addresses an element or testing a particular element, we kind of look at it in a 360-degree view and make sure that we incorporate everything. So this is one of the applications we have. We have another application which is a hospital management system whose architecture I'll show you briefly. But this is the system itself, and then the way we conduct work, we follow an Agile Scrum methodology, again, to a certain extent, because as much as the businesses are converting to Agile, there are still businesses that follow the waterfall model. So we want our participants to get the best of the both worlds. So that is why we follow Agile, and this is an Agile management software, version 1, that we use to manage our work. You might be wondering, why do we need a tool? Why do we need to manage our work? The reason is all our team members, they are working from geographically different locations. So to make sure that they all have a centralized way to access a particular, to access the status on a regular basis, we make sure that we use a tool. This is accessible over the internet, and no prior knowledge is necessary. All of these are pretty self-explanatory, and we do have 1 or 2 sessions to make sure that our students are comfortable using these. So we do provide that kind of knowledge transfer, but there is no specialized training necessary to be able to use this. But this is how we manage all our work. So all of this is currently used by our team members. We create all the user stories. We plan releases, we schedule them into sprints, and then finally we track the sprint status using a storyboard. So all the user stories that are scheduled for future is something that you'll see in the future section. The ones that are currently being worked on are the ones you'll see in the in progress section. So no matter where you're from, no matter at what time of the day you are getting to work, you can simply log into one of these portals, and you will be able to see what exactly is done, what exactly is going on in the project at that particular time. So this is a very unique Agile tool, very useful to have in terms of learning work management. Now, in addition to that, we also use a tool called Jira, because one reason why we do that is because version 1 treats defects as user stories. So when it treats defects as user stories, the individual bug life cycle is not being followed. So to make sure that our interns experience the bug life cycle also end to end, we actually decided to use Jira for defect tracking. So all the defects are tracked using the Jira interface that you're seeing here. And as I was saying, we follow both the documented and the regular approach. So in the Money to Anywhere, so this is the Money to Anywhere test plan that we have created. This is actually done by our students. So these are full-length documents. We also have our business requirement documents. This is for the management my portal, the other manage my patient, sorry. This is a paid portal for hospital and patient management. So I'm going to show you I'm just going to show you one use case to show you how well this is written. Please excuse the scrolling. So there you see it. So each use case is written in a very detailed fashion to make sure that every little aspect of the application is thought about beforehand, and this is the document that we hand over to the teams in order to use them for their testing purposes. And actually another thing I have to tell you is these are all the documents that are prepared by our students who are part of this program. And then there is the BRD document. So this is the BRD document for the Money to Anywhere application that I just showed you. So even here you will have like full-length use cases. So every small field is thought about, every small field's definition is put in. So this is a very well thought and very worked on documentation, and this is the standard of this is the standard of work products that we generally recommend. Now, as I was telling you, the other application, the MMP, just a second, team. It looks like I have the older version, but I'll just bring up the new one. All right, there we go. So this is our Manage My Portal, architecture diagram. So we have MMP, the circle that you're seeing, that is a portal that we have. This is used by patients and doctors and hospital management, pharmacy, claim system. So whoever is going to interface with that medical, organization, they are all going to be a part of this system. So patients can register and, they can talk to the doctor, they can send a message to the doctor and everything. They can actually receive confirmation, they can submit their symptoms and get resolutions, they can make appointments, so the doctors can interface with the patients, the hospital administration can send out the claims will get processed through and paid through the finance systems, prescriptions would be sent to pharmacies and pharmacies will access MMP in order to get any patient-related insurance information, so on and so forth. So this is an application that is currently being worked on by our students, but right now it's unavailable because we are integrating the web services part to it. So what I hope through all of these applications and showing you the work products, I was able to showcase the extent of work that we are doing here. So for one, you're learning the process. You're learning agile and waterfall model process. You're learning how to work in a collaborative environment with your peers and with, the mentors. You're gaining, first-hand experience. So not only are you gaining experience on the end-to-end testing process, you're also gaining experience on work management software like Jira and version 1. You're gaining specialized technological, specialized form of testing experience in terms of ETL testing, back-end testing, and web services testing. So this is a completely integrated program that will make you functionally strong, inculcate the positive attitude that is necessary, that is very crucial to work in a real-time environment, and it will also enhance positive communication. So this is a well-rounded program. And we all know that job market opens up in the middle of January, so you're all here at the right time, at the right place. So if this is, if this feels like a solution for, all that issues that you've been having in terms of gaining experience and everything, this is the perfect solution, because we all know after holidays job market opens up, and this is the perfect time to give this program a try, because there's nothing like it in the market. No other vendors are offering this, and we are proud to say we are the only ones who have launched this. So with that, I pass you all back to Snigdha, and she will take us through the rest of the presentation, and we'll take all your questions, of course. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, Swati. And as I said earlier, we have one of our current students amongst us, and I would request her to share her experience. Hi, Meena. Are you there? Hello, Meena.
Yeah, I'm here.
Hi, thank you, Meena. Yes, Meena, we would like to hear from you, what your experience has been, in terms of, confidence level and what all you have learned in this program. Go on.
Sure. Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Meena. I'm currently enrolled in the Real Project Experience, and this is the first time I've ever seen or heard about a program. And right after I finished my theory course, QA course with H2K, I was kind of stumped. I felt that there was a gap between what's expected in the job market out of a candidate like me and what I possess. Although I had all the theoretical knowledge, I still didn't have the grip of a work experience. And when they launched this program, I was so glad to grab it, and I am so glad to have accepted it. And we have gone through the majority of the program. I would say 2/3 or 3/4 of it. We are nearing the end, and I definitely would recommend to all. If I would say my confidence level at the beginning was a 4 or 5 out of 10, my confidence now, without having finished it, is like a 7 or 8. And with my mock interviews are all lined up next week. And after doing all that, I think my confidence would go up to a 9 or 10, which would be ready to hit the job market. And I definitely think not only me, all the members of my team would have an upper hand in the market, having gone through this real experience. As Snigdha and Swati pointed out, this is a real project which you all know, and I can just give you the specifics of what I went through as a team member. My team had a total of 9 people, and we had a BA who acted as a Scrum Master, and we had a QA who acted as a team lead. We really had every single day meetings in the morning and the evening. One is the Scrum meetings because we followed the Agile model, and then one would be the status meetings at the end of the day. After the status meetings, we would have a status report that's prepared by one of the team members, and we had assigned team coordinators, which would be 2 people per week, so we all get to have our turns, and you act, like a little team lead assistant or whatever you want to call it. So that's another experience. So we have to manage all the communications between the management, the team lead, the Scrum Master, and all that, and among the team members too. And we would have to, take up any issues and escalate them, be it the issues with the development team, like any bugs or any coordinating issues, whatnot. So yeah, and other than that, we often had presentations prepared by the team members, again taking turns, so that we get over the fear of presenting in or talking in public. Meanwhile, you also get to research on the topics that you're not that comfortable, and you get to be comfortable. And the tools that we get to use, I've never seen before, like the version 1 tool, which is the Agile tool, and the Jira tool for the defect management. All this I got to learn only in this project. I saw them for the first time, and I also got to learn them. Although they are mostly quite intuitive, that you could learn easily by browsing into it and navigating in the system. At the beginning, you would be like, stumped like how to go about it. And during that time, we had some senior members in the project. Out of the 9, a few of them were senior members, meaning they were doing the second project. And by the way, my project was the Manage My Patient that Swati showed you all later after the Money Anywhere transaction project. So we were doing the health project, and the seniors had already done the Money to Anywhere. So they actually helped us to get our feet wet in the version 1 tool, and it was really helpful. So that way you get mentoring from all of them at every level, like from your teammates and from the QAs and the BAs. And also we have like guest lectures from industry people on how to develop our soft skills for interviews and things like that. Right now we have a week-long session every day in the evening for developing our soft skills, how to handle an interview, what to do in an interview and what not to do in an interview, things like that. And also wherever you fall short on the technical skills, like web services or Unix or SQL, things like that, even though this is not a training course, like a classroom course, you still get help on those wherever you lag behind. So that way also you get additional help. And then, of course, we have the Toad, like Swati mentioned, to play with the database. And we all went through all the documents that any tester would have to work in a real-time environment. What I mean by that is, as soon as we got on the project, we all got to do a test plan document. Of course, they would give you the template to begin with, otherwise, you know, you'd be so lost, right? So we worked on a test plan document, and then we worked on an RTM, and then we worked on test cases. First, we designed test scenarios, and then from that, we wrote our test cases on an Excel sheet, and then we loaded them onto the version 1 tool, and then we got to execute all the test cases against the MMP project. And then we did the exploratory testing, smoke testing, functional testing, you know, all that you studied in the classroom, you actually get to do it. And then the project is also again divided into different phases, like in a real world. So in the MMP we had 3 different modules. One was a patient module, and then the provider module, and then the admin module. So we get to actually work in different sprints. Each module was assigned to a sprint, so we actually move from one sprint to another. So this is all real. So like Swati said, when you or anyone puts up a resume and they have to pose what they are in the resume, like they have to pretend it really. But here, when you actually go through this project program, and at the end, when you put up the resume, you don't have to pretend it, because you would have actually experienced it. So that part I really, really love. And a lot of things, the theory part that I did not know what they were really about it, you get a rough idea, but for example, they say smoke testing, and then they say sanity testing, and then they say exploratory testing. I really didn't know the fine difference between them all until I got to work on this project. And then the team leads and the BAs are very, very helpful. The BAs, the BA we had as a Scrum Master, she's really experienced in the healthcare domain. So she was more than happy to help with our questions about claims and all the process about the insurance thing, the terminologies and all that. And our team lead was Shweta. Again, she is very experienced in the QA testing field, and she would go about, you know, all the testing procedures, how we have to coordinate with the developers, how to escalate an issue if the application was down, how to go about the process. And as testers, we are all dependent on the developers and other team members, right? So when we are dependent on that, on others, how do we best, how do we make use of the time to our best advantage? Like, you know, preparing the documents in advance, preparing the test cases in advance, things like that. She really guided us well on those lines. I don't think I would have gotten all this experience just by doing a theory course and, you know, jumping into a job. I would have been really, really lost. So I encourage all of you to attend this program. And I'm the living proof here, and every one of my team members would agree with me if they were here today.
Thank you, Meena. Thank you so much for the detailed, experience, and I hope this would help the participants today who are attending this demonstration to decide and evaluate the program. Thank you very much, Meena.
Thanks.
So now we would come to the the prices and the duration. So basically this program is for manual and automation testers both. Then it is also open for business analysts and for Java developers or .NET developers as well. And the duration for, irrespective of the roles that you choose from, the duration of the project work would be 6 weeks. And the resume preparation would be for the last 2 weeks. So a total of 8 weeks is what the duration will be. Then for the cost, these are the costings in detail. For manual testing project, you choose you get one project for $1,000. For automation, again, you get one project for $1,500. For business analysts, you get one project for 1,000, and for Java or .NET developers, again, it is one project and you get it for $1,000. So this is the costing, and again, irrespective of the roles, the project duration remains the same for all of you, which is 6 weeks on the project work plus 2 weeks for the resume preparation and the mock interview part. And this is the contact number and the contact information for us. You can note it down and give us a call after this demonstration if you need to get any specific details. In the meantime, we can start taking the questions. Sarita was asking how long will this be and how many projects there will be. I think this was answered, Sarita, in the last slide that we showed. Swati, can you take up Sarita's question on ETL testing?
Yeah, I will. Sarita's question is, do we need to have the knowledge on ETL testing? If you do possess that knowledge, it's definitely a plus, but we understand that it's a specialization. So we don't expect our students or, participants or interns to possess that knowledge ahead of time. We do conduct sessions to bring you up to speed. So ETL testing, basics of testing that we recommend. ETL testing, if you have it, it's definitely a plus. But if not, it's okay. We would have conduct classes to bring you up to speed. Sunita's question is, I'm a BA and would like to enroll in this. What will I be doing? Only testing, or is it BA? I'm open for QA also. So here's the deal, Sunita. It's up to you what you want to enroll with us for. If you aspire to become a BA, we would definitely recommend you to be a part of the BA package that we have. Or if you are interested in QA and if you want to be a part of the testing team, then you have that option open as well. So it's really your choice, and it's really about, how you want to proceed. Okay, the start date is something that Snigdha will update you all on.
Yes, there is no start date for the project as such. I mean, the application is ready, and you want to enroll, you can join now. We actually have started with a couple of new members. Yesterday, we have only conducted the induction, and we can like, I mean, see, anytime you join, you will be taken through the entire process from the beginning till the end. And the first step would be to conduct induction classes as an induction and give you an orientation of what the project is, what the technologies that are being used and all that, and what is the detailed plan for the next 6 weeks. So those things will be started any time you join. And
what program do you have for BA? So the thing is, you would be working on the same applications. The ones that I've shown you, even though they look like they are concrete end-to-end applications, which they are to the extent that they are developed for right now, they're also work in progress. There's a lot of there's a lot of there's a lot of changes that need to take place in the current applications to reach to that perfection state sort of a thing. So if you join us as a program, you'll be working on these applications, but you'll be working on gathering the requirements for enhancements and working on creating use cases, communicating with the QA team, and so you'll be playing the role of a BA for these applications, but you'll be working on the future releases. So if you are interested in automation, do you help? Of course, but with automation you will have to understand it's a specialization. So with automation we will recommend that you at least have theoretical knowledge on at least one automation tool. So Deepthi, if you cannot join the next one starting immediately, please take your time with that. We have regular batches coming up. So give us a call, and whenever you're ready, we can get you all set up. So this price is for real-time project or classes. It's for the real-time project.
Sangeeta's question is, I've done QA and database testing and have enrolled in automation testing. When do I have to enroll for? Sangeeta, it depends upon, if you want to, join as a manual tester, then you can join immediately as well. But if you want to join as an automation tester, and if you have completed majority of your course in the QTP class, then you can still go ahead and join the automation testing project too. Like, you need not have to wait, till the completion of the complete course, if you have covered majority of the course till now.
Ramita's question is, where is the project conductor? We all meet up through a virtual basis, like we are meeting right now via GoToTraining webinar. So physically the project, we don't physically meet, but so everybody is at a different location, everybody works in a different time zone, so we use this kind of webinar medium to meet and conduct our business. So do we use QC? No, we don't use QC. We use version 1 and Jira tool. Which class do I need to take for QA? So if you want to join us as for the QA experience, you'll have to join as an intern for the manual testing program. Neil's question is, are there classes for someone beginning in Java to get to a level of a confident developer or QA tester? Again, we have both the developer and the tester packages available. So depending on your interest, your confidence level, where you want to pursue your career, you can choose either one of them and be a part of it. What happens after a project is completed? Do you help in resume preparation? Yes. We help in resume review. A resume, we believe, is something that is about, each individual candidate. So we, make suggestions, make recommendations, give you, different approaches to writing your resume. We will review them for you. We will not write your resume, but once you write it yourself, we will review it, go back and forth, make corrections as many times as it takes. For automation, do you use QTP? I've joined for Selenium. So here's the deal. Automation is not something where you can just choose a tool and stick with it. It depends on the nature of the application, the kind of technological implementations that are part of it, and all of that. So we the proposed tools for now are both QTP and Selenium. So it could be either or both. And as far as putting this experience in the resume is concerned, you can put this work on your resume, and the only thing that we recommend is, see, the whole point of us introducing this program is to make sure that, there isn't any manipulation of, experience. There isn't any lying on the resume per se when it comes to skills. So when we are trying so much to, to actually give an opportunity to eliminate that level of dishonesty, we wouldn't also we also would not involve in dishonesty. So what I'm trying to tell you is, we've had various requests that say that, we work for 2 months, but can you give us a reference for 2 years? That kind of malpractice is something that we don't stand by. If you work with us for a period of 2 months, which is, if you choose one project, you'll be with us for 8 weeks. So for that 8 weeks, we will give you a reference. However, you might think 2 months is not a significant period of time, but you'll be surprised at how many projects, go on for less than, 2 months in real-time environment. So yes, for the duration that you are with us, we will, we can vouch that you were with us. So it's not like, you will be a part of the internship program, so kind of like an employee with us, not really a student. Would like to know more about this project? So you can just give us a call if you like to know more about it, or talk to someone about this. So yes, please give us a call. How long does each day this project take? Can a person work at their own time? Yes, you are free to work at your own time. We have periodic review meetings where you will be expected to be there. But however, if you cannot be there, we understand. You can always send an email and communicate with your mentor. But we recommend that you utilize the time that you have with your mentor, because that's going to give you a lot of insights. And how long does each work take? 6 to 8 hours of work is what we'll provide you. But again, everybody works at their own pace and everything, so it depends on you. You can, of course, work at your own timings. That option is there as well. It's very flexible.